So, you guys, Markus, let me get the light on so I'm not, like, in the dark. This is okay. So, you guys, Markus has stopped over to visit Adeline because last time we left off, he had just woohooed with Rosemary. He's still living with Rosemary at the moment and not with his wife. But when he stopped over, at first she hugged him and then she, like, mumbled something under her breath. Like, then she stomped her foot. Like, she was angry with him, and then they talked, and it seemed to be going okay, and then he was like, well, Adeline, I missed my son's birthday. Like, you didn't invite me. Why didn't you invite me? Like, Markus was still very hurt over that, and he's like, and you kicked me out. I can't even tell my son goodnight. Like, I missed his birthday. Like, that's such a big moment. Like, you should have invited me over at the least and, like, co-parented with me. Like, he was angry. He's like, despite the problems between us right now, I mean, and besides that, you're, like, still my wife. So, like, I don't know. Like, it's not like they're divorced right now. They're just having their issues, and he's living with his baby mama number one. So he's still feeling very wrong. He's like, you didn't invite me to my son's birthday. How dare you? Like, we're married. Like, that's my son, Adeline. And Adeline was very much like, look, I didn't want any fighting. This was about our son and his birthday. If you had wanted to have showed up, you could have. Like, I don't need to invite you. I don't need to, like, send you an invite. You know when his birthday is, or you should if you're a good parent. And it just started an argument. And now he's feeling a very, like, deep-seated grudge against Adeline. And it feels very hard to forgive her for the past. And which may make being around Adeline feel very unpleasant for Markus. And she still feels deeply in love with Markus. This is some romantic moments leave a powerful impression, and Adeline will never forget how she felt even deeper in love with Markus. But she's also grudging after a fight. She's got the bitter sentiment. Adeline and Markus have some unfinished business. This conflict is unresolved, so tensions are high, at least from Adeline's perspective. No, I think they're high for Markus, too, because he's got the bitter sentiment. They both do. And he's got a hurt one while she's got an enamored sentiment. Like, I can't make sense of the two of them. And then, like, he woohooed with, like, Rosemary. And because Markus is so non-committal, I feel like he's on the edge of just being like, let's divorce, let's just co-parent Mathew, and let's move on. Because I ain't dealing with it. And mind you, Markus started, like, half the issues. He slept with Rosemary. He was dating Adeline at the same time. He's going over to Rosemary's. He, you know, had a whole fiance and is dating Rosemary, who had no clue that he has a fiance. And then he marries Adeline, knowing he's got this baby with Rosemary. Like, and then he had two other, like, flings on the side, Jade and Eva, who Adeline thought was her friends. Like, she met up with Eva at the park shortly after Markus moved out. And I don't think Eva, like, told her she slept with Markus. She's just like, oh, you two will work things out, you know. I know you feel like he's cheating, because she didn't want to be accused of being the one. Like, she thought Adeline was, like, kind of passive-aggressively talking about her, I'm sure, because she was like, oh, you know, it's nothing, you know, it's nothing. He probably wouldn't cheat. Like, he probably still loves you. Like, you two will work it out. You'll figure this out. This is a rough patch, you know, and, you know, whatever woman is sleeping with your man, girl, I got you. Mind you, she didn't mention she was flirting with Markus at the nightclub, so there's some secrets going on in their friend group. But Markus, I think he just is at the point where, like, because he's non-committal, he doesn't like to commit to people. So, I mean, he's at the point, he could, like, take or leave this marriage, I feel like. Like, he's ready to be like, I'm done, I'm out of here. Like, we don't need to be married. and just move on and co-parent their son. And I feel like, because he is so hurt, and he's got this deep, like, bitter feeling about missing his son's birthday. And the fact that she didn't respect him as a parent to, like, have him there. Meanwhile, she's grudging after the fight. She's grudging because he fought with her. Because she was already, like, a little angry when he came in. But she did hug him. She did hug him. And she did try to talk with him at first until he brought up that and how hurt he was. And then she was angry because she's like, well, you could have just stopped by. I didn't invite you because I didn't know, you know, you were going to cause a scene. This was about Mathew and having a good birthday and all of that. So they got their issues, everybody. They really have their issues. And Markus is just, he read his son to sleep, and he was sitting on his son's bed. He tucked him in, and he's just in his son's room, like, thinking about whether this marriage is what he wants, and he just doesn't know. Like, he doesn't know if they could work it out. Their friendship is a little higher than, like, it was when he left. Because she did hug him when he came in, and they started to talk. But they didn't really get to the root of any of the issues. In their romance, it's still down. Like, it's still... It's higher than, like... Even his fling, Jade, has a higher romance than his wife, Adeline, does with him. And then Eva's in, like, last place. And Rosemary's got, like, a full-on romance. Like, I want to know what his sentiments towards Rosemary are. Because he does feel like he's soulmates with her. They both feel deeply connected to each other. And Rosemary almost had that dying encounter that had really endeared her to Markus. That was a close call. And they're also best friends now. Like, her letting him move in there showed him that, like, that's his best friend. Like, that Rosemary will be there for him through the bad times. Whereas, like, through the bad times with Adeline, she kicked him right out of the house. So I don't know, you guys. I think he's just not... There's some things he just can't forgive. And, like, he's angry. So he's going to use the bathroom. He really just wanted to see his son. He's still got a better relationship with Maggie than he does with Mathew, but he does love Mathew. So he's just going to tuck him in one more time. And he doesn't know if he's ready to go downstairs, and I'm just going to cheat Maggie's needs real quick and face Adeline. He's going to be like, he's going to mention the idea that he really wants to, he's going to ask first off, what's Adeline's problem? Like, why are you coming up here? Like, this is my time with my boy. You didn't invite me to his party. He is still angry. She is trying to get flirty. Their romance just went down a little. And he's going to be like, he's going to ask, you know, he's going to be like, trying to figure out how he's going to ask this. Friendly, other Sims, ask about another Sim. Oh, she initiated a kiss. Okay, that was unexpected. She said, hey, this drama isn't my fault. At least not completely. I'm allowed to feel bitter about what happened between us. Oh, Adeline told Markus, and then she kissed him. Like, she is giving such mixed signals, you guys. He is going to... He's going to try to be nice about it, but I don't think it's going to go well. He's going to say, hey, I don't know what your plans are for tomorrow, but I want to take Markus to where I'm staying tonight, and I want to spend time with my son, you know. Mind you, Rosemary doesn't even know he has another son, or has another baby, like that he has a son. But he's going to ask, he's going to be like, I want to take my boy. And this is going to turn into another argument. They're going to argue again, and she's going to be like, what? Take him out of my care? Like, I don't think so. They're going to argue. They're going to full-blown argue. And she's like, no, you are not. This is not happening. And he's just going to insult her. He's going to be like, look, you are keeping me from my boy. Like, how dare you? I don't know what word is even gonna come in out of his mouth, but fill in the blanks. He is just gonna yell at her. He's like, look, I'm taking my son. Like, I have every right to, and she is fuming. He's gonna shout some forbidden words at her. Like, they're really gonna get into it. Oh, they're now in the red as far as friendship. So let's see what this says. Like, even their romantic retraction now is barely there. Okay, she feels hurt now. Adeline feels wronged by Markus, and being around Markus will remind Adeline of that pain. And she's still feeling grudging. But I think it did walk away. She's like, fine, you know what? Take him. But, you know, be aware that I am not happy at the moment with you, Markus. So she's going to let him take him maybe for a couple sim days. Probably not like the whole weekend. Markus, you're going to stay in this household. I'm going to select another household. The person who's moving is Adeline's baby. Markus is moving, and we're just going to do it that way. Just move him in. So he's going to pick up his son, and they're both going to go home. He's literally going to pick out his son, and he's going to walk out the door like, bye, see ya. That was so... I'm going to have him go. I don't know why he didn't go. He's gonna have to explain this situation to Rosemary. And I think he is gonna be honest with Rosemary because he's seen like Rosemary is there for him. And he's gonna tell Rosemary how fond he is of her. And Rosemary's like, what is this kid? Like, she is out there. He is going to express his admiration, like, thank you so much for letting me stay here. He's gonna be thankful. He's going to... How are we going to do this? He's going to discuss interests. And he is going to... Ooh, he gave her a kiss. He's going to give her a deep conversation. He's going to tell her all about Mathew. And he's going to be like, can we put another bed up so Mathew can, like, visit? And of course she would say yes. Like, she is not going to be the one to be like... No, your son can't stay here, because I think Rosemary, she really does care about Markus, and like he did save her life, so like she's probably gonna be like, yo, if that's really like, yeah, Markus, like she's not gonna deny him that. She's like, look, you can buy a bed with the money you have saved, like it's cool, like I'm fine with that, Markus. Like, that is probably what she's gonna do. I'm gonna move this. What is this anyways? This is the blocks. I'm gonna move them, like, over there. What I might do is... I mean, I could just leave that next to the bed, but I don't really like that. Let's do... I'm not really liking the setup of this space. I might change it around quite a bit. So they're probably gonna like move the furniture all around for these two babies. Because I definitely feel like it would make more sense to have the beds over there. That would make a lot more sense. And then we can like set up the toy area kind of over here. This can be... I don't know which toys I feel like would be where. And then I definitely think like the xylophone can go over in this corner. We can probably like put these here. And maybe these could be at like the end of one of the beds. Kind of like maybe near the bookshelf. I feel like that's fine. Actually, I could probably scoot the bookshelf over one and then have more more space to put these, like a building box play area. So she is gonna rearrange her whole place to make room for baby Mathew. Like, that is somebody like you need in your life. She is instantly like, Rosemary is like, look, that's your boy, that's fine. Like, he can stay the weekend. Like, we can handle 2 toddlers, boy. So he is so excited. He's gonna meet his sister. I mean, she's probably thinking, like, why didn't you tell me, Markus? But Rosemary is actually so calm about this. She's she realizes how bad Markus is feeling right now. And, like, he's had to admit that, like, Rosemary, who was there for him in the end, like, that he cheated on her. That he had a fiance and now a wife, and that he's, you know, he had to explain the situation, like, his wife kicked him out, like, this is the baby, that he had this baby with her after he had Maggie with Rosemary, and while he was still dating Rosemary. And she can feel how sad she is, and she's not even angry. Like, I feel like Rosemary is like a saint. She's like, look, Markus, your boy is welcome here. And he's very clingy towards his mom, so he might have a hard time at first. He is going to talk about his favorite superheroes. These two are, Maggie is welcoming him with wide open arms. Like, she is so happy. So let me know in the comments, do you think Mathew and Adeline could work it out, or are they just going to be co-parents? Like, I feel like Rosemary, through all of this, like, she even let him bring, like, the baby that, like, he had cheating on her over, like, and she's accepting him. She is going to, like, she is gonna give him, baby Mathew, a bubble bath. Like, she is on it. She's like, you know, I can help you, like, look, I don't mind. She's like, I would gladly, you know, I can give him a bubble bath. You know, he needs his diaper change. Like, I got you. You've been so good with Maggie, you know. So she's going to give him, and I think she sees Markus in this baby so much, and she knows he's probably nervous, a new environment, that he's over for the weekend, and she is just going to give him the sweetest little, oh, she is just such an angel. I kind of want to, like, get a picture of this for the thumbnail, just because I feel like this moment, like, they really are bonding. Like, I don't know if I'll use that particular picture for the thumbnail, but I'm gonna use a picture that I take with the two of them, because I feel like this is the fact that she is, like, taking on this role with him. Oh, and they're playing doll. Oh, I can't with this cuteness. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me get a screenshot. That is so cute. She is just, they have welcomed him with open arms. That is so sweet. Like, she's like, look, I got you. I got you and your boy. This is so sweet. And, like, the fact that he did have that deep conversation and he came clean with Rosemary, I think that meant a lot to Rosemary, I would think. And she's not even hurt by it. Oh my goodness, she adores Mathew. Oh, I could see her being such a good stepmama. I really could, like, to baby Mathew. And I don't know. I'm leaning more towards, like, I feel like Rosemary is there for him. And I feel like it may be time for him and Adeline to divorce. Like, I feel like there's just some tension there. I don't know if they're going to work it through. Like, I know marriage should be till death do you part and things like that. And, like, hopefully they'll work it through. But I don't know, you guys. I mean, look at this. They are, like, a family unit already. Like, Rosemary is so accepting. And, of course, she knows this is going to be her baby girl's brother for life now. Like, she's just so happy. Oh, bringing out the best from adoring somebody nearby. She feels like Mathew is like bringing out the best in her. That is so strange that that's how she feels. And her own daughter's running around in the garden like, Mama, look at me. I see all the plants. Oh, goodness. Let me know what you think of this part. Let me know what you think of Markus and Adeline. And, you know, I am glad Markus did get to take his son and that bit happened. Because I do feel like no matter what happens, whether Adeline and Markus stay together, they need to learn how to co-parent together and, like, respect one another. You know what I mean? So I am so pleased that he put his foot down and he's like, that is my son. I'm taking him. You've had him, like, since these past few sim days, like, since we split up. I'm taking him. It's Thursday. It's my couple days with him. You know, like, and I don't know what's gonna happen between us, but, like, that's my boy. And I'm glad he stepped up to the plate. I feel like Markus is a great dad. Horrible husband. Horrible. But could there be a redemption arc for Markus? Let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you all later. Bye, guys.